Oh my god.
Simon beat it!
Jack dived into the shower.
Oh shit.
It was tournament day. Little Z was gonna be there. Leon, the best Bowser in the world, was gonna be there. And most importantly, I was going to be there. I decided to have a breakfast of champions. Peanut butter on toast. At first, I thought I had burnt the toast, but it turned out it was all good. So I munched away, brushed my teeth, and packed a sandwich. If you haven't been to an all-day Smash tournament before, I highly recommend bringing food, as you're probably going to eat lunch and dinner at the tournament. And if you're going to a Smash tournament, let's be real, you're probably not the kind of person to be able to afford such things. I tried to film myself packing the sandwich, however it was a bit tricky to do with one hand, so I apologize that you missed out on that footage. Before I get started on my adventure, I would like to give a quick shout out to my sponsor Overt, who paid for my entry to the tournament and made this video possible. When I arrived at the tournament, my first mission was to find the person who had taken my controller. At the last tournament, they accidentally took my controller instead of theirs, but nevertheless, they were a thief in my eyes. Also, it was the thief's friend's birthday and he wanted to be in the vlog, so here you go. First up was doubles. I was teaming with Little Z. Yes, I know, pretty cool. However, he was nowhere to be found and sent me this saying he was only just leaving his house at 9:45, 15 minutes before the tournament started. However, I should have known the famous YouTuber was just being fashionably late and he walked in at exactly 10 AM. We were ready for battle. Our first match was on stream and we were ready to try our best to win, but more importantly, land a sick combo for Little Z's video. However, our opponents were not about it and foiled our plans by deliberately side Bing with Charizard to get up their damage. I'm not even joking, that is exactly what he said he was trying to do, and I was certainly impressed. Our next match on stream was to make it into top 8. We were up against Luigi, not only in-game, but out of game. However, I constantly look like I'm Ness, so I was not worried. We put in our tags this time as DK Fire to let our opponents know we meant business. We got them down to last stock and it was perfect time to go for a team combo. But this darn platform got in the way.
Oh, man. I almost got a combo this time.
We then were attempting the classic Ness down air leading into the DK punch. However, we messed that up too. So the final result was to skip the down air and go straight for the DK punch. Not much of a combo, but we headed straight into top 8.
I think that'd just be funny. And the bear and pop it. And Little Z take the double.
Top 8 wasn't starting until later, so it was now time for singles to start. The serious stuff. In Perth, our big tournaments use an awesome system where we have pools of 6 to 7 players and everyone plays each other round robin style, and the top 2 placings move on to the top 32 bracket, which is normal. But then the next 2, 3rd and 4th, go into their own 32-person bracket where they fight other people in what's called the Gold Cup. Then 5th and 6th place go into another 32-person bracket where they all play each other in the Silver Cup. It's a bit complicated to explain, but what you need to know is nobody drowns in pools and everyone goes into a bracket, which is pretty awesome. I waited patiently for my name to be called for my pool.
Also to me, pop it, him,
Oh yeah.
It was time for battle. There were more players dressed as Smash characters, so I asked this DK player if I could get a picture.
turn up if there's anything, put your hand up.
The tournament was getting wild. Red Bull had sponsored the event. There were girls with huge Red Bull cans on their back, giving out smaller Red Bulls that was inside the big Red Bull. I could only assume they were wondering where they were and were they the only girls left on this planet. There was also Red Bull fridges with Red Bulls inside them, so I also don't really know why they were there. While trying to get footage of the Red Bull fridges, I kept getting interrupted by my biggest fan.
Yeah?
Are you doing a vlog?
Yeah. Do you want to be in my vlog?
Yeah, hey bro. Hey guys, it's me.
Like, for my vlog? No, it's ruined.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Big Papa number 1 fan number 1.
So I signed his shoe and told him to leave me alone. I was able to get through my pool and into top 32 without dropping a game, so things were going well. However, the best thing about major tournaments is watching the 2nd and 3rd seed battle it out to see who makes it out of the pool and into top 32. Someone is always very excited that they've made it into bracket, and the other is heartbroken. which makes for excellent TV. For my pool, the second seed was M, who plays Joker, and Almanara was the third seed, who plays Wario. So I sat down in the audience to watch it happen on the big screen. M, who was the favourite, was up 1-0 in the best of 3 after winning the first game. In game 2 though, Almanara took the lead and had to M down to his last stock. He landed a huge waft, and although it didn't kill, things were getting spicy, and a crowd was forming. They were down to 1 stock apiece, and the Joker was slowly bringing it back. The Arsene was here to ruin Wario's party. Almanara just took game 2, and even Luigi was excited to see a Wario get the upset. Game 3, Wario had the waft combo, but then the Arsene literally saved the day for Joker and allowed him to escape the combo with the intangibility. Why would they let a character do that? M's Joker ran away with the momentum and was able to secure his place in top 32 quite easily. The heartbroken Wario... Wait, what? Another cosplay? Damn, Perth really is going all out. I then borrowed a GameCube controller so I could head over and play some Project Melee, where they had this freaking Lightning McQueen CRT. Like, what? However, Project Melee was running behind schedule while they were waiting for actual Melee to finish, so I decided to get some food as top 8 for doubles was starting soon and I was starving. I had already ate my sandwich, so I headed over to the food they had in the venue. That's right, they had food in the venue. Like, it was incredible. Usually in this situation at a major when you're hungry, you just have to either not eat and starve to death, or order Uber Eats and be poor to death. I ate my burger, which I believe was poisoned, because from this point on, things did not go well. Little Z and I were up for top 8. We won our first game in the best of 5.
Why does that happen?
And then out came the Palutena. We had no chance. A big nair was the perfect counterplay, and we lost the next 3 games. We then had to play Ziv and Tarkun, who we were going fine with. We were up 2-0, things were looking good. And then we got reverse 3-0'd. It was the burger. It was the burger. Also, during top 8 doubles, I was now running between the doubles matches and PM pools, which had now started. And let's just say that it was the burger. I drowned in pools. It was time for the final day. My gum was bleeding as I was brushing my teeth, so things were not off to a good start. I was feeling a bit nervous as I really wanted to do well today, so I screamed in the car. I don't know if it helped. I won my first round of top 32 and was waiting to play the winner of Little Z and Tintin. Little Z was looking $1 million, but I wasn't going to let that intimidate me. He won his set against Tintin and it was time for battle. A flawless 3-1 victory to me. I then had one more match to make it into top 8, Tarkun, the person who had knocked me out of doubles, but I was here to take my revenge. He won the first game, but I could literally not see Gold Captain Falcon on Smashville. It was a powerful counter pick. However, I asked if he could change colours so that I could win, and luckily he accepted, and I was through into top 8. The story of the tournament was definitely this kid called Shroomed, who had not entered a tournament before and was battling it out with Asiatic to make loser side top 8. What the fuck? Simon, beat him! Go, Simon! This kid was absolutely wild. We all watched Leon destroy his opponent, and then it was top 8 time. It was serious business.
Oh my god. I did not think we were doing top 8 entrances, but Jar doesn't seem to care. Jar is coming in hot.
Luigi was completely suited up now and ready to stop this new menace named Shroomed. But not even he could stop him. It was time to play my first match up against Turnup's Frog. We have been going back and forth for first and second now in Perth, so this was a huge battle. I wanted to warm up for such an occasion, so I found a setup all on its own and played against the level 9 CPU. I lost, which was not a good sign. We went into war, the winner taking on the fabled PGR number 28 Leon. I managed to win 3-0, but not gonna lie, it was a messy match. The nerves were definitely getting to both of us, but don't get me wrong, I will take the win. I was then taking on Leon in winners finals. The first 2 games were very close, and somehow this worked.
We're gonna hit. Oh, yes it is.
I needed to land edge guards though. Like, I'm Lucina and he's Bowser, and I was landing no edge guards. Then things kinda fell apart. But that's okay. I had a sad burger in the car alone and wept away the tears. Then it was time to party! Everyone was saying, let's go to Almanara's castle for the after party. That'd be so fun. I was like, why does everyone keep calling it the castle? Oh my god! This thing was wild. This was actually a straight up castle. It was the wildest thing I'd ever seen. They had a well. They had a dark walkway with medieval torches on the wall, and the backyard was huge. They even had a paddock with alpacas. It was all kicking off. Go, 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 go. Oh, let's... That was good.
Oh shit! Oh! Hey!
Leon did a shoey in great Australian fashion.
Yeah, I'm recording. This is your first shoey.
Little Z wanted to go swimming and he dived into the pool, which we didn't know was actually very shallow, which is very dangerous. Like, he could have been paralyzed.
Zach dived into the shallow end.
Oh shit. And we also headed into what was apparently the war room for this castle. All in all, Oasis was a fantastic tournament that I was very happy I went to, so shout outs to Apollo and Benjo, who are the main tournament organizers who put this tournament on. If you enjoyed this vlog, even though it's probably gonna get demonetized, please let me know. I am happy to make more of these style of vlogs at tournaments I go to. Shout outs to Avert, of course. Follow them on social media, as it would not be possible for me to make these videos on these huge major tournaments if they were not sponsoring me.